Hey guys, Void of Dust Gaming here, your channel for fresh Arena Valor content, and today I'm featuring Arum because she has not been featured on this channel for quite a while, and she got a new skin from the Codex. I think it looks pretty shitty, like I don't really like it, but I have the Miko skin, and the Miko skin is the best. It's the best skin that Arum will ever have. And it's the only thing you need. If you have that skin, be thankful, praise to the Lord, and everything's gonna be alright. So, yes, I was playing Arum as a support character. She has great potential to kill things, especially under tower. That is one of her favorite special moves. And you're gonna see the build, you're gonna see some gameplay. It's gonna be quick and dirty as I like my playstyle. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so to get every other day a new video. And if you have been liking it, show me by hitting the like button. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Alright guys, we are building Arum as tanky as possible. She has the support item. You should always change that in adaptation to the enemy team that you're playing against. So this is kind of changeable. Got the Gilded Greaves for the additional CC reduction. Got the Aegis because it's always a nice item to slow down the enemy heroes a bit. I'm using the Mantle of Ra as a additional damage item, and I do use the Medallion of Troy as my mage resistant item. And if you want to slow down enemies even further, you can take the Frost Cape, but you can take in the 6th spot whatever you want to. So that's some kind of like pretty basic tank build here. We're going with the Mage Tank Arcana. It's 10 times Violate because I want to do at least a little bit of damage, especially with the spirits surrounding her. Then we've got Benevolence for the HP as well as the movement speed, and you do get some nice HP regeneration. And I'm taking the Valence for the max HP and the cooldown speed reduction. So it's a little bit HP based and the rest of it is a little bit damage based. So it's a nice comparison. I play it all the time. Mage Tank works best. Enchantment wise, we're going with the most utility or sustainability that you can get in a build. So we've got the River Treader, which gives us mana as well as hit point regeneration. We're using the Regrowth, which is kind of like it's kind of like super obvious because we're healing with using our S1. The passive gives us back health, so we're using that. And we're using the Explosive Shield, stacks when taking damage. We will take a lot of damage, so it stacks quite nicely. And in the bottom tree, we've got the Mana Refill. When ability normal attacks hits an enemy, which is quite nice because that's gonna happen a lot. And we're taking the Devour to get HP and mana back as soon as our team kills something. So that's the build. It's kind of twisted around the whole fact that Arum is gonna be super sustainable, and you're gonna see it in the video, which comes next. As you can, you can't see, but there will be Grog as well as Arum on the enemy team. So kind of tells you something. They've got 2 supports. And we have, we are the support who's basically the best invader ever. She's still super strong on level 1. And as you can see, the enemy jungler, the Elandor, has not been using his blue buff first. He went for red. The thing is, I wanted to fight him. That would have been actually quite nice, but it doesn't matter because the first thing of the game is that we're gonna steal his blue buff. Thank you. And now we're continuing with another jungle creep. Thank you again. I think the theme that they've chosen, like this Goddess of Luck thing, doesn't really turn out that well. I don't really like it. These hats with rabbits around it, what is that? What is that? It doesn't even look funny. It looks like it's programmed quite poorly. And I don't know what they were thinking. We hit our spells quite well. She kind of, like, if the third spell would have hit with Arum, like with the enemy Arum, that would have been even nicer. And now we're going in, and now we're going out. Like, La Ville has to be super careful here, as well as the Enzo. Nice sidestepping here. So with Arum, it's always super important to kind of just sidestep. Like, if you sidestep well, that's gonna be most that you need. Had to flash here, had to flicker here, but it did not really help. That violet shot, that poke was just too much. And I think we we completely overextended here. We are so greedy. Everyone else in the enemy team was kind of on mid health up to low health. And now they've got 1 kill and they've got the Abyssal Dragon, which is actually a really bad start. That 1-1 does not have to apply like that. So as you can see, I'm using my S1. That was bad as well. I'm using my S2 before I use my ultimate, because the ultimate is going to reset your S2. So it's always kind of quite nice to use your S2 beforehand, especially because it's kind of damaging the enemy anyways. So you want to use that damage to increase the damage even further, because then you can, after it's been reset, you can still like use it again. So it's actually quite nice. So I don't know if you guys have ever played Arum or against Arum, but one of her main tricks, and it's kind of like a one-trick pony, is to get enemies under tower. Like, that's the thing. You wanna get to the point where your health is higher than the enemies, which will happen as soon as you do get some items. And then after, look at that. Here we go, and I'm out. That was perfect execution. Your health needs to be a little higher than the enemy's health, and as soon as that happens, you just run straight under tower, especially if you haven't got any minions. That's quite nice, and if you get the shield, it's gonna be even easier, because you can get them just proc shield, get movement speed, get shield, run out, and you can retreat to safety. And of course, you're gonna try to do that, especially with the AD carries. So you ult them on the tower prioritizes you, and then you do get all the shots, and every damage that you get while you are in ult is reflected on the stuff that you have been luring in with your ult. So that's like the thing Arum does. Super easy. And there's nothing that the enemy can do against it if he hasn't got anything that reduces crowd control effects. If that happens, you're fine. I've just realized that I picked another build in the beginning of the game, so I don't know. Don't let yourself get tracked into it. Here we go. Another kill. And now I do get, like, I was a little bit too slow to proc the shield, otherwise I would have been out. But look at that, like, I do get a kill and then I'm killed. I do get a kill, then I'm killed. I killed the tank here because Grug on the tower, if you're approaching the tower, is super, super, super annoying. No one likes that. You want that Grug to be dead. If that's possible, you can do it. If you're interested in that game, that Jinnah in that game is an old Jinnah. The game was pre-recorded before the hotfix has arrived, so this Jinnah is a Jinnah that has been crazy with the old stats and the old mechanics and the old ability number 1. This is gonna change. I always get tired when I'm doing this. No, I'm not tired. Like, I do get sleepy. I don't know why. Also sim for no reason. I do like then. Okay, I said something bad about the. about the thing that I don't like. But what I actually like is this kind of like little disco spotlight as soon as you ult someone. There she goes. There she goes again. Ardent something-ish. Well, that Jinna was... He really wanted it. Do they? Will they? Can they? Oh my goodness, everyone in the enemy team is so low. What was that Elandor doing? So I kind of auto. That was crazy. I've never seen something like that. Like, I know that I've played it. Oh my goodness. Now we are in the killing spree. Double kill and a triple kill for our Laville. The thing is, the Arum ulted Laville and then I ulted her. And then nothing happened because no one was doing damage. Well, that was actually quite clever. While it wasn't intentional. But I guess it could have killed me. Well, never mind. So now we need to go back. Actually, we were like the start of the game was not that great, but we were doing really good on getting the towers. Look at that. Like, we've got every single tower on first base, and we have been pushing through on second base. Got her by accident. And now I'm going out. And that's a little trick. Like, you do get a short speed buff. It's not great. It's not the best in the world. You won't get 80%. But as soon as you release your S2, you will get a short speed buff. And that speed buff can sometimes be enough. And if you check my health, right now I'm back in the game. And that's a fun thing. Like, you can do Abyssal Dragon and you're gonna heal. I took the Gaia Standard for more regeneration. Could have used the Medallion of Troy as well, because it gives you this nice little shield, especially against Raz. That's actually quite nice. There we go. So we got ourselves an Abyssal Dragon, which is always nice to have. And now proc the shield. Like, there's nothing that I want to do against Violet than poking. And she pokes back. Like, that's... Guess it's not even, but that was a really nice little chi. And she got out alive, which is actually super good. So she got rid of the AD carry. You guys should also focus on the AD carries and the other damage dealers. So in this team, especially Violet, Elandor, and like Raz is pretty much pokey if he can't get into your lines. Like, if he's in your lines, he will do serious damage, but on the other hand, he's quite nimble. So there's nothing that he can actually do if you attack him for reasons. I was trying to do the ult harassment here, but then I suddenly saw, like, okay, she's doing just too much damage to me, and I need to get back into the backline. In the enemy team, like, Elandor is a damage machine. That was stupid. That was plain stupid. I should have gone back. Elandor is a damage dealing machine. Like, his DPS is really high. Damage per second is DPS. Violet, I mean, yes, Violet does have the auto attacks, but again, it's like, if you take her, like, ability-wise, she's not super strong because she's got the roll, and she rolls, and then she rolls, and then she rolls, and then she rolls, and that's basically what she does. Like, that's the Violet thing. Violets have done that for years, like decades, ages, generations. That's the Violet trick. Rolling, shoot things. That's the stuff. I don't know if that's like the best thing to do, but then I was like, okay, someone has called it. And the good thing is, like, what my team did really well, and I said it before, like, we were pretty ace at pushing things. Like, look at that. 11 minutes, and there's only one tower missing. We already damaged the core, and now we are on a Dark Slayer build, trying to get that bastard down, and it works fairly well. Like, Jinna's got the damage, Enzo's level 15 already, so he's got the damage as well. I don't care, like, I just ulted the shit out of him. So there's one tank missing, and the great thing is Jinna is completely in the lines of the enemy, and that is an ace. Like, we just defeated the whole team. Bloodbath. Elandor reset by using the watch, but even that doesn't really help because now he's dead, and we won the game. Wonderful. So here comes my verdict. Arum is still pretty strong, but right now there are a lot of enemies that can basically outrange her and cause serious hazard. For example, this little fella. Laville is great against her, and Elandor shouldn't be a match for Elandor. 5-5-12, here we go, 8-6. Worst person in the team. 30% damage taken. That was my job, so that's good. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.